What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to more MSQ playthrough. We are in Endwalker. We just escaped routes at Han. Let's go ahead and pop into it. We're heading towards Palakistan. We must save Palakistan, whatever it takes. Matsia, it pains me to put you in harm's way, but I would ask your aid as well. Of course, Palakistan is not far, just down that hill. But as I told His Excellency before, the path was blocked by terrible creatures. I had no choice but to turn back. In that case, this is what we shall do. MSQ, I ask that you take the lead and dispatch any beast you encounter. Alice and I will keep Matsia hidden amidst the trees and then follow when the path is clear. There's no telling what dangers await us, so keep your eyes peeled. Actually, I switched to Machinist right now to get Peloton and then get my ass beat because I'm level 30. I almost switched to it. Alright, we're gonna grab the Aetherite first thing and foremost. It cannot be. We must heal those we can and quickly. I see no beast, but stay on your guard. Have you come to help us? Too late. Too late, my family, my friends. Thought he was gonna churn. These the only villagers who survived? I can only hope others managed to flee, but if the rest have turned to beasts by the 12, let us do what we can to see the damage spreads no further, and no matter what comes, we must keep our spirits high, lest we ourselves suffer a similar fate. I can tend to the rest. Pray look after Matsuya. No doubt what we have seen here weighs heavy on his heart. Oh, Emesk. This is Yudovet, the elder here. He is hurt, but praise be to the sisters. He still lives. Young Matsuya here has told me everything. I have not the words to express my gratitude for your aid. When the heavens began to burn, we were afraid, but did our best to carry on as we always have done. Until today, when those unholy beasts came pouring into our village, a flood of midnight and death. There are no words to describe what followed. Men and women I have known since they were babes struck down by the creatures, only to rise again to join a murderous horde, in the guise of those same hideous fiends. In the chaos, a handful of our villagers fled for their lives. Can only hope they have found their way to safety. Matsuya, do you perchance remember Karasef and Mevan, the young couple who always bought your freshest catches? How could I forget, Elder? When I first came to peddle my wares, desperate to eke out a living, they showed me such kindness. Others shunned me as an outsider, as is their way, but Karasef and Mevan bought my fish and sung its praises. They turned my fortunes around. Alas, I fear they are in terrible danger. I saw them running towards Agama Temple, one of those beasts in close pursuit. They had their child, still but a tiny babe. To elude these fiends while caring for one so young is an impossible task, surely. I beg of you, go to their aid. I want to help them, yet I am but a fisherman. I cannot face beasts on my own. Will you come with me? Thank you. The Gama Temple lies to the west of here. We must hurry. Bullshit. You're not even facing towards me. The temple is just ahead. It was built by those who worship Saint Agama, but has sadly fallen into disrepair in recent years. If my friends made it this far, no doubt they are hiding somewhere amidst the ruins. That was curse. Oh no, this is not good. I'll take a look. Please do. The cry came from the ruins. You must hurry. The man lies motionless on the ground, bearing a grievous wound. I'm sorry, MSQ. I tried to stay behind, but I couldn't. No, it cannot be. Is someone, anyone? My arm's so heavy in my legs. I cannot feel my legs. My wife fled with our daughter. I need to find them. I need to be with them. Ketis, you must stay strong. More time I thought I had. I don't want to die. Speak to Karasef. Thank you. Please find them. Evan still lives, and she has their child. We must search the jungle between here and Palakistan. There is nowhere else she could have gone, I think. Forgive me, Karasef. Once we had saved your wife and child, we will return and lay you to rest. You see no tracks or other signs of recent travel. Mevan and the child must be somewhere else. Mevan and her daughter came through this area recently. You see no evidence of their passage. Did you see any sign of them? I found nothing. Perhaps the beasts have chased them farther from the village. O gods above, I beseech you, pray deliver Mevan and her little one to safety. Meanwhile, in the skies above Thavner,
No more enemies to trouble us here. It's me. How fare you below? Understood. I will inform Vritra. Chaos and panic sweep Ras Khan, and many more have succumbed to the transformations. Amidst the fray, Ahawan fell, protecting a grief-stricken father. My friends fight alongside your Radiant host to secure the capital. Beasts have been sighted in Palakistan as well. We have divided our forces in hopes of quelling the threat there. Of small solace is that we now know what triggers the transformation. As my companions tell it,
so it is the very fear and despair in their hearts which inflicts this abhorrent punishment upon them. A nightmare from which my children will never awake. O capricious and cruel fate, they are undeserving of such condemnation.
will you wallow in sorrow or rise to the occasion? Razat Khan is leaderless. Before he passed, Ahawan sought to reveal the truth to his people. Honor his wishes.
To what end? To breed a new conflict between dragon and man. These claws could reduce thee to shreds with a touch. These jaws crush thy bones to dust. Only through my proxy could I walk with my children. Without him, I am a bringer of fear, no different from the beasts which beleaguer them.
Perhaps so. Only in death were Hraesvelgr and Shiva united. Indeed, whenever man and dragon have come together, death has ever been the inevitable result. It was our fear of your kind that sparked a nigh-endless war. Fear and hate of which Nidhogg drank deep as he laid waste to my homeland. And in turn, I took my revenge on his brood. Blood for blood, pain for pain. I thought nothing of theirs, only of mine. And yet, were the chasm between us too vast and too deep, Hraesvelgr would not have borne Isael to battle and our rescue. He would never have entrusted a mortal champion with one of his eyes. And the Dragonsong War would still rage on. And I would still wage a never-ending war of violence and vengeance. The future of our star be damned. I cannot speak for Ahawan's greater goals. Yet I know that he served you, served your people, long and true. In this time of unprecedented crisis, he turned to you. You could do worse than to place your trust in him. It will not be easy, but the future of Razat Khan hangs in the balance. We have company. The hour has come, Vritra! It's all or nothing!
If Mevin fled deeper into the jungle, she and her child are in grave danger. Whatever are we to do? Gods have mercy. You must try to stay calm, Matsya. But how can I at a time like this? They could be dead. So if I allow myself to be overcome by this fear, I too might become a beast? I'm not sure I understand, but I will do my best. I've seen to the wounded. How did the two of you fare? Did you find your friends? I see. In that case, let us help you find the mother and child. Before we leave, we must ensure the village will be safe in our absence. Alice and I will patrol the area and search for more beasts. Would you and Mattia speak with Elder Yerevet? Pray explain to him the situation and join us as soon as you are able. So many accents. We will save Mavan and her child. We can do that much for Karasef. I am heartened to see you both safe, but what of the family? We found Karasef, but he... Say no more. I understand. We have lost another of our dear friends. Karasef may be gone, but there is still hope for Maven and their child. Please find them, I beg of you. And if in your search you come across anyone else who escaped the slaughter, pray tell them what has happened. I will do my best to keep the villagers safe and their spirits high. Come, let us rejoin your friends at once. I'm pleased to report that the vicinity appears to be beast-free, no doubt thanks to your earlier efforts. And with that, let us resume our search for your friend and her child. Where should we begin, Matsia? If we follow Kursora south, we will arrive at Purusa, a temple. It is a sacred place where people go to commune with the divinities. It's possible that Mavan sought shelter there, and perhaps other villagers as well. Then it's settled. Matsia, stay close to me, alright? You two take the lead, keep an eye out for beasts and anyone in need of help. Very well. We make for Purusa as quickly as we are able. With me. Thank you. I thought I was done for. Maven, she is a friend of mine too, but I have not seen her. She must still be out there somewhere trying to avoid the beasts. And with her child, gods, worry not for me. I can make my way back to the village on my own. MSQ, wait. Purusa lies ahead, but something terrible has happened. Beasts have come and many have already been killed. Alfred and Alice have gone to do what they can, but there are so many more that I can count. You must be ready. Oh, Matsuya, where are you? There you are. How fare the others? I see. You've seen to all the beasts in sight? In that case, let's have everyone gather in front of the temple. That's a lot of people.
Courage, friend. The pain will pass. Has anyone seen Mevan? Where could she be?
We've dealt with all the blasphemies and made certain no villagers are still in hiding.
Good work. We've otherwise tended to the wounded as best we can. What will become of us?
Help is on the way, surely. We may have to abandon our homes now, but we will return someday.
But where can we go? Is anywhere even safe?
That I cannot say.
Well, I can. Nowhere's safe. Run all you like, but there's no escaping these things. And even if I could, it's too late for my family.
This isn't good. The more they dwell on the tragedy, the more likely we are to lose them too.
My friends, this is a place of worship. Should your heart quake with sadness, cast your mind to the heavens and remember the teachings of the old gods. Did they not implore us to stand fast when waves of sorrow break against our shores?
Know this, my children. There is more ugliness than beauty in this world. To live is to suffer. To drink of calamity and drown in anguish. To toil and be tested, always and ever.
'Tis a perilous path you walk. Death lurks in the dark, and is the sole promise that awaits at journey's end. You will tremble with terror. You will weep tears of anger and despair.
But do not avert your eyes. See your life for what it is. Then will you see how the hardships make you strong.
Every doubt reforged as scales for your armor. Every agony to temper your blade.
Thank you, lad. We'd almost forgotten who we are. My undying gratitude to you as well, my friends. You were searching for Mevan, no? We must return home. I pray you help the boy find his friend.
Gladly. We dispatched what beasts we could, but the roads are still dangerous. Stay together and go in safety.
That was very impressive, what you did back there. Those words seem to resonate with your people.
They should. They were the first spoken unto our ancestors by the divinity of legend. I'm easily upset, and fish are wont to flee a temperamental hand. So I recite the teachings over and over to calm myself.
They're lovely and inspiring to hear, though I imagine they were born of great misfortune.
They are born of life. There's as much bad as good in it. More, many would attest. All the more reason to appreciate the good when you can.
I won't argue with that.
In darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow.
And with that, let us see if we can't find Mervyn. Did you see? That beast was chasing someone.
Over there. My view was blocked by the trees, but I'm sure I saw someone being chased by a beast. I must go with Mattia and search along the river. Alphanode and I will sucker around from the south.
That's her! No, I'm sure of it! Mervyn!
Don't, please!
No! God have mercy!
Where's the baby? Raven's lifeless body floats before you, battered and broken. Her death no doubt came swiftly. Her infant daughter, however, is nowhere to be seen. That's fucking terrible. You take the babe into your arms. If she yet lives, you cannot tell, but she will surely not survive unless you carry her to the surface at once. Did you find Maven and the child? Damn it all. You have the child, let me see her.
She's so cold, Elfino.
The child is alert, and I see no wounds, and yet she grows weaker. My spells can do no more. What she needs is a change of clothes and a warm bed. We must hurry back. Not now!
Matsia, take the child.
It appears we've made enough noise to be heard for miles around. More will be upon us ere long. We make our stand here. Mattia, can you take her back to the village?
But the child, all by myself. You can't be serious.
The beasts will follow you home unless we stop them here. And so we shall. Be strong, Matsia. Her life is in your hands.
Literally.
Right. I can do it.
I know you can. We'll keep them busy, Matsia. Go! Quickly!
Steady. You know the way. No. No. Not you too. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. To live is to suffer, to drink of calamity. It is a perilous path. Death lurks in the dark. No! I'm not afraid! I'm not afraid! Ah! Do not avert your eyes. See your life for what it is. See how the hardships make you strong. Every doubt reforged. Every agony. The divinity?
Nay, but one who would deliver thee just the same.
Please. You must save the child. She is all that remains of Mevan and Grasef. Please.
Well, well. Seems the babe's taken a liking to you. spied our friends as we flew in. They appeared to be holding their own against the Horde.
Right. That's the last of them. We should hurry and find Matsia.
I have a feeling he'll be fine.
Really? How can you be so sure?
A fine battle it must have been. Shame I missed it.
Estinian, it was you who came to Matia's aid.
I was only along for the ride. Vritra was the one who saw the boy was in need. The two are headed back to the village.
Where the worm will honor Ahiwan's wishes and finally reveal himself to his people.
Perhaps so. Will you go and join them?
There's something I need to do first. Mervyn gave her life so that her child might live. She deserves better than to be left to drift alone. She deserves to be laid to rest beside her husband at least. Will you help me?
We have done what we can. 'Tis for the villagers of Palakistan to perform the funeral rites. If nothing else, Maven and Karisef died as they lived, as themselves and not as beasts. Their souls will find peace in the ethereal sea. To think the day would come when that smallest of solaces would be this comforting. You are ready then. In that case, let's head to Palakistan. No doubt Virtue is waiting us. Rest easy, for all is well here. Young Matsia returned with the babe safe in his arms. Owing to a warm bed, the girl hath already begun to regain her strength. Less joyously received was word of the mother and father's fate, as well as that of their transformed neighbors. How many children of Thavner must we lose to this calamity? Mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters. Every death another void that can never be filled. We who survived them must carry the weight of their memory as we strive to regain a semblance of what we have lost. Karisef and Mavan's babe is a child of Thavner as well. I thank you for returning her to us safe. O most great and merciful worm, I have not the words to express my gratitude. They say that were it not for you, brave Matsia and the child would have been lost to us forever. Long had I heard the rumors that a mighty dragon had forged a pact of friendship with the satrap, but never would I have expected such a kind and gentle soul. Truth in part, but not in whole. I am Vertra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode. An isle I have ruled over as satrap, with Ahoen as my loyal servant. Am I ears to be believed? You were the true satrap all along? Dana, what are you doing here? Heard from Radiant that you had gone to help the people of Palakistan in their time of need, and so I and several of my colleagues from the Great Work came to offer our services. The alchemists have already brewed up some potions for Mavon's daughter. But enough about us. You and your role are a far greater enigma. If you were the true satrap all along, could it be that young Varshan was created to serve as your emissary? Thou didst suspect the boy was but a simulacrum? A rumor had circulated for many years around the High Crucible that our most skilled alchemists were once commissioned by the satrap's family in secret to fashion a mammoth indistinguishable from a living boy. Looking at Varshan with that knowledge, I simply put two and two together. I was not alone in drawing this conclusion, but like me, they no doubt recognized that the satrap was using the simulacrum to work more closely with his people, and decided not to press the issue. I had always assumed one of Ahawan's associates was manipulating it from afar, though the truth is indeed far more surprising. It is an honor to meet you in the flesh, Master Vertra. Pray allow me to express my gratitude. If you had not believed in and given unto us your scales, I do not know where we would be. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. 'Twas thou and thy fellow alchemists that fashioned the means to unmake the towers. You were the saviors not only of Radzatan, but the star. Too kind you are, Master Vitra, but the star yet wants for salvation. Once more will my colleagues and I commit the knowledge and resources at our disposal to the mission of aiding the people in their darkest hour. It would seem this place is in good hands. I would return to see how Radzatan fares. What will you do, Scions? I'll worry for the survivors we met at Perusa. Shall we pay them a visit before making our way back? In that case, might I ask a favor? Nothing too burdensome, I promise. This way. Well, we'll find out what Nadara wants in the next one. In the meantime, like and subscribe, y'all, if you're enjoying, and we'll see you in the next one.